Sure, sure.
Hello, my name is Shravanti and I am currently pursuing my BTech third year in Computer Science at Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology with the expected graduation in 2026. I have built my skills through various certifications and internships, particularly in React JS, JavaScript, and SQL and other related technologies. I am eager to learn from your experiences today. Firstly, thanks for taking the time to speak with me. Before we begin, could you please introduce yourself and share a bit about your background and current role?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Shavanti. So my name is Komalvardhan Lulu. So I have did my graduation in electronics and communication from GMR Institute of Technology. So I'm currently working as a backend lead in Hexaware Technologies. Currently, I work mainly in generative AI, where I build applications on Azure OpenAI services, where it helps the customers to make sure that their cost is very less when they are transacting their products. So it's mostly about my technical skills.
How did you work on your how did you work on your communication skills before and after interviews?
Yeah, so when I was in college, I was so introvert. I was very afraid that to go on the stage and present myself. But when I have came into the organization, right, so I have got much visibility to what the outer world is. From there, I started going upon the stages and I started presenting myself to the people. So it was very good that people have taken me in a very positive way. They have uh, taken me in such a way that I felt that I'm a motivational speaker. The transition of my communication skills are something like from a place where I am in a crowd of 1,000 people to a place where me addressing 1,000 people. This is what my transition is in communication happened from past 2 3 years.
Okay. What resources or practices did you find helpful in communication skills?
So coming to the resources, I always feel uh, uh, the talk the talk in groups is very important. Try to make sure that you expose yourself to the group where you try to communicate with them irrespective of in what group you are. And also to learn English, right, I was basically into this podcast where I grasped a lot of knowledge through it. And also I have learned many things from podcasts that how to present ourselves in a mob actually. So these are mainly the resources that I it helped me useful to make my communication skills improve.
Can you please share your first interview experience with me?
Sure. It was a bit cinematic one because when I have given my introduction, when I have given sorry when I have given my first interview, I was traveling. I was in some trip, okay. But the thing that I have did is I have first calmed myself to make sure that I have to uh, attend an interview now. So I have prepared in such a way that I made sure that I'm not getting tensed up, because if I get tensed up, the next 30 minutes is going to be the same way that I'm going to tense up. So it went very well. The communication round was very good. The recruiter was very happy. And after the technical round, I was a bit skeptical whether I will be selecting or not. But the end, I got selected for the role, and I'm here now in Hexagon Technologies.
What steps did you take to build your technical skills?
Yeah, one thing I would suggest to everyone who are going to come into the corporate, right? I would suggest that you should practice and practice and practice. I have seen many people coming to me saying that I was doing this, but I did not. I'm not becoming very perfect in this. One thing I should say that if you are trying to learn something, always practice it. If you're learning React, try to make small React applications where you do some CRUD operations. Try using Axios and try to consume an API and make sure that you're able to do CRUD operations on it. Something like that helps us to make sure that we are becoming technically good enough by practicing something what we have learned.
Can you describe a project or experience that significantly improved your skills?
Yeah. So not one. I'll try to tell you two. Recently, from past 2 year, past 1.5 year, I have been into two major projects. These are not the projects that I'm currently working. These are my side projects which helped me win of one of 1 lakh rupees and the other is of 5 lakh rupees. So I built two applications for my organizations. One is employee referral system. The organizations currently spend crores of amount in the organizations to make sure that you build employee referral system. That means an employee can refer an external person. And the second one is recently I have built AI application where it significantly affected my career, where I have mentored 42 teams, each team consisting of 4 people, where I built this AI mock interview application in which people can come here, upload their resume, give few basic details, and get interviewed by AI. And in this, why I got very much highlighted is because the application that I did is very much humanic. That means when you talk to this particular application, like you feel that it's not talking to a AI robot, it's talking to a human. These two projects helped me to bring a very big limelight in my technical career.
Can you share your experience and insights on preparing for or taking the national qualified tests like TCS, Wipro,
Yeah.
Amazon? Is there any key differences between these exams and how you approach these exams?
Yeah, coming to TCS NQT, I have written TCS NQT twice in 2017 and 2018, and I'm top 100 performance in India. So I'm very glad that I have also taken cognitive skills and also technical skills. So in this, what I try to learn is TCS NQT is my first shot that where I have given started my corporate journey. So in this, what happened is there will be few problem solving, cognitive skills, QA ability, in which I assessed myself that how much I am capable of. This TCS NQT helped me a lot. Also showed me the difference between other corporates as well. Because if you select for TCS NQT, right, you will be also available for you applicable for other organizations as well. Like TCS sends you mails that you are also successfully qualified for other companies also. Coming to Wipro or Amazon, right? They are, if you take tier two companies like Wipro, Hexaware, and other companies like Cognizant, they are tier two companies where they try to concentrate only on normal cognitive skills and also programming level of medium. But when you go to tier one companies like Amazon, Google, Big Four companies, they try to assess your agility to solve a problem. And also, what they do is they ask more questions on DSA, even though DSA is not used in their daily life, because they try to ask you a case study in DSA because they'll assess your problem solving skills than your technical skills. This is one key difference between tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1 companies comparing TCS and QT, Wipro, etc., and Amazon and Google.
As a fresher, how which type of skills they expected in IT sector?
Yeah. Current trend goes with DSA. So also with the web development, going into deep, you should be able to learn one particular skill. Either it can be front end or back end, attach it to a database and a cloud. If you are going into web development, if you are going to learn React, you should learn React, and you should know one CSS library. It can be MUI, it can be Tailwind. With that, you need to learn one database. That means it can be Postgres, it can be MongoDB, either SQL or NoSQL, with one of the cloud provider, that is Azure, AWS, or Google. If you are going apart from this as a data scientist, you need to know about data. If you are going above this, if you want to pursue software engineer role, SDE role in Google or Amazon, you should be 100% sure, sir, that you are solving lead code problems on TSA.
I have a strong passion to become a full stack developer, so I have chosen you. Will you give any suggestions to me to grow up?
Sure. So when you consider yourself as a full stack developer, I would suggest you to assess yourself on what are all the different aspects that are there in full stack. You should be able to cope up with the front end, back end, database, and cloud, making sure that on any skill, on any task that you're given. For example, you are asked to create a REST API in any of the backend service you choose. It can be Springboard, it can be Python, it can be Node, it can be Nest, any backend. You should be able to make sure that you are writing the code or the REST API in such a way that it can be pushed to production. Always remember this. And also, when you are trying to use React, It's not a simple React that you put a HTML component in React and render it. It is something like you use Redux to make sure that you are using reusable components, and writing modular code is very much important. Coming to database, you should know the normalization, how a particular database is performing in the database. So that output very fast.